12 months ago, I set up an eBay store to help fund my Lego hobby. A year later, I've sold over 700 sets, and in today's video, I want to tell you what I've learned over the last 12 months. Hi everyone, my name's Craig, welcome back to Bricks and Brass, and today I want to talk you through some of the things that I've learned over the last 12 months selling Lego on eBay. Now for those of you who've been here from the start, you'll know that that's part of what I do to fund my hobby. But actually, over the last 12 months, it's grown significantly. I've sold over 700 items, over £30,000 worth of sales, and got 100% positive customer feedback. So how have I done that? In today's video, I'm going to talk you through some of the things I wish I knew at the start, and hopefully it might help you if you're thinking of selling Lego or anything on eBay. Tip number one for me would be sell what you love. I love Lego. It's an easy thing for me to sell. I'm passionate about it. I like to do the research about the stock and the products that I'm going to choose to sell. And I love interacting with the customers. Because I know about Lego as well, I can answer their questions and I know what I would want to be treated like if I was a Lego customer. So if you're going to sell anything on any platform, obviously eBay is my choice, I would firstly sell what you love. Tip number two, make sure that you use every single word you can in your item description. Customers search for things in a wide variety of ways and not necessarily the way you think about when you're selling an item. So make sure that you use every single word available, and that will maximise the chances of your item being found in the search. Most people don't know as well that eBay has an algorithm. The more words you have, the more times it hits that search, the more times eBay will push your item because customers are looking for it. Tip number three, take original photos of your item. Now this might sound a simple one, but eBay offers stock images. That's the easy way to sell an item. Click, eBay does it for you. But if you take pictures of your own item, you'll build so much more trust with your customers. If it's a new item, it shows that it is new, shows that it's sealed, shows that all the pieces are there, shows all the minifigures are there, shows the box condition if people are collecting. And if it's used, shows what condition it's in. Either way, original photos really build trust with your customer and they know what they're getting. Tip number four, postage. Now this is where I've been caught out and most people get caught out. eBay will recommend to you a size and a weight for your item, but with something like Lego, for example, by the time you've bubble wrapped it, packed it and put it in a bigger box so it's secure, it's going to be bigger and heavier than it was at the start. So make sure you don't get caught out with those extra charges. How have I avoided this? Really simple. I've got a tape measure so I know what size the box is when I'm finished, and I've got a little set of scales. So then I know now, every time I sell an item, roughly what size it's going to be, roughly what weight it's going to be, and I avoid those extra charges, which sometimes can be quite significant. Tip number five, the price. Now for most people this would be higher up on the list, but what I've found is that if your item's well described, if you've got original photos and you're charging the right postage, then all you need to do is charge the right price. So if an item, for example, is $49.99, then put your item up at $49.99. If the buyer trusts you, they will buy from you. You don't have to put your item up at $48.99. And on the same score, don't try and put your item up at $59.99. You just need to be good value, and that isn't all about the price. That's about the service that you give as well. So tip number six, customer satisfaction. Following on from the price, this is about the service that you give to customers. Sometimes things go wrong, and like I said at the start, I've got 100% positive feedback. But if one of my items, which happens to Lego, has been crushed in transit by the delivery drivers, then that's not the customer's fault. You just need to give them a refund. If an item's been delayed for any reason, you just need to let the customers know. If it's a pre-order that you've done, you just need to let the customers know that you've ordered it and give them regular updates. The amount of times that I get positive feedback because of communication is unbelievable, and it takes seconds. Just update your customers, let them know what's going on with their order, and if something does go wrong, just think of the long term. Yes, it might cost you a little bit of money sometimes when things go wrong, and it is frustrating, but then that customer might come back and buy again and again and again. So over the long term, it's definitely worth it looking after your customers. Tip number 7, plan for growth. This is why I'm stood here. There's no way a year ago I thought I would have needed a storage unit, but with things like Lego, the bulky items, and you want to make sure that you keep them in good condition. So if you're starting out on the eBay journey, or Amazon or any online platform, have you got the space to grow? This is where a lot of people come unstuck. They get to a point where they could actually sell more, but they can't stock more because they don't have the space. So have a plan. What is your plan? If you plan on selling 5 items a month, for example, to begin with, if that grows to 50 items a month, where are you going to store those items? Tip number 8, cash flow. What stops most businesses growing is lack of cash flow. So what I would say is before you start an eBay business of any sort, make sure that you've got the funds to keep your stock turning for the first few months. After that, you can start reinvesting your profits and grow your business from there. But there's nothing worse than when you have a demand, customers want to buy, but all your money's tied up in stock and you don't have enough to reinvest to keep that demand going. So that tip number 8, cash flow. This is the hardest one for most businesses, but this is what makes eBay great. You can start selling 1 item a month if you want to, but however big or small you start, make sure that you've got enough capital to see you through the first few months. There's nothing worse than having a demand from your customer and not being able to satisfy that demand because all your money's tied up in stock. So buy some stock initially, advertise it, once that's sold, reinvest your profits, but always make sure that you've got some cash there, that if there is some bargains, there is a demand from your customers, you can buy the bargains or you can satisfy the demand. Tip number 9, cashback. Now cashback has been a game changer for me. I've used lots of different sites over the last 12 months and the site I've settled on that I use all the time now is called Rakuten. I'll put a link in the description below, and if you sign up using that link, you spend £50 on the Lego website, you get a free £25 cashback, and so do I. Now sometimes Rakuten offer up to 12% cashback. If you're buying a retiring set that's in the sale and then you get 12% cashback, you can see how easily your profits can grow. So if I give any tip to anybody, it would be always purchase through a cashback site to increase your profits. Tip number 10, just stick with it. Now, setting up any business is difficult, and over the last 12 months I've had the highs, the lows and everything in between. But I'm so glad that I did it, and it has been a great learning curve for me. Hopefully some of the things that I've spoke about today will help you. They'll inspire you to either start a business or they'll help with the business that you've already got. So if you did enjoy this video and you did get some value out of it, please like the video and please also subscribe to the channel. The channel is growing, the comments are fantastic, and I'm so glad that I set Bricks and Brass up. It's been an amazing journey and I can't wait to see where it goes. So until next time, I'll see you in a bit.